Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake, you're here for another reaction, and today we're reacting to Loki Season 2, Episode 3. Now, first off, I'm ill. You can probably hear in my voice, but there was no way I was never going to not record this. Love this show. Secondly, it's 6 a.m. Due to scheduling conflicts, I couldn't do this at any point, so I've had to get up at 6 a.m. to watch this, so it's gonna be an interesting one. I know as soon as I start, you can see my eyes is a little bit red, but I know as soon as it starts, I'll go from being, God, I'm tired, to being, oh my God, we're here, let's do this, you know. But it is what it is. So just thought I'd let you know from the get-go where we left off last week. Where did we leave off last week? Yep, so Sylvie's back. They've tracked her down. X5 was living his best life as a movie star. They were able to torture him, but in a humane way, let's say, into telling him where Sylvie is. And then Sylvie was working at McDonald's. They end up finding out that they're going to bomb every timeline, which they did. And Docs, I don't want Docs to be thrown like into a cell. We don't see her again. I need to get something happen to her, just so something needs to happen to her character, whether it's sentencing or death or more just show how wrong she is and how much she deserves punishment. I'll take that. But then obviously then it's left with them all like sort of sad and shit. And sad and shit. Yeah, all sad and shit. Like sort of all those billions of people are dead. Yada yada yada. And yeah. And where else? O.B basically says we're all gonna die. Casey's there to help him. So yeah, so that's the ones I can kind of think of right now. What's happened last week? So not too certain where we're going this week. I know we haven't had any variants of Kang yet, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's in this one. If they've seen it being episode 3 and there's only 6 episodes. So, but yeah, so that's what's happened. I don't know what's going to happen this week. I never know what's going to happen, but I'm just more. Last week's episode with having Mobius and Loki just be detectives, but also being best friends and having talks rather than just. I know that fucking was a nerdotic or whatever douchebag's name is, was literally like was Marvel become, and it's just Loki and Mobius talking about stuff, and it's like if it was pure action, you'd be like, oh, there's no dialogue, and because there's dialogue now, it's like what's it become? They're just talking, and it's like. So that's something that's weighing me up on the internet. Like these idiots been screaming for something or they just they just want to cause controversy, get likes, get clicks, get comments, get money. That's what it is. Because how else are you gonna get more likes, comments, and responses than hateful comments? Because you're then going to get people who agree with you, but then also the people that don't agree with you are going to come in their thousands and millions. The internet, eh? Anyway, I've gone down a rabbit hole. I'm going to get over here. I'm going to watch this episode. I'm going to drink this coffee. So I'm going to jump into this, guys. So I hope I enjoy this episode. I hope you enjoy this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. That'll be superb. But other than that, I'll see you on the other side. Quite ill and tired that even my bloody pointing was off there. Oh, sweet coffee getting me.
What was my Nexus event?
I don't remember.
Oh, you bitch. I remember that.
A hit on Renslayer's temp.
This is fantastic. This is amazing. Bravo. That was actually such a funky, different version of it, and I am here for it. That was so good. That was so good. That was so good. I love the fact they just deal with sets on this as well. So I don't like the fact I have to deal with this one.
Where is she?
Oh, I'm just starting to realise she is a black woman walking through Chicago, Illinois in the depths of hell. Oh, there you go. Where's she hiding, stupid bitch?
Took you so long.
But and she's just walking through there. I mean, if you think about time and how it is, she's not safe at all. Oh, a black woman in the 1800s.
First things first. Do you have it?
Miss Minute is just a sassy
Bless your heart.
bitch.
Now, do you that we need to put this package in that window?
What?
Better.
That's fucking stupid.
This package.
Alright, we're dealing with little variant version of him. Oh my god, the TVA fucking guidebook. Handbook. That's... wow.
But the branches stocks prune are growing back.
Okay, so we're getting billions back again. That's something.
Enough to boost.
There has to be another way.
We can hack into the system.
Really? Oh, that is such a relief.
Wondering.
What?
I think you meant it as an idea.
Mobius. He's trying.
No, rogue cartoon clock that doesn't want to be found.
The actual sets, it's just so good to have them back in Marvel, you know?
Find her, the better.
Face to face with the woman who tried to kill us both.
Maybe she's out of her system. Let's focus on that cartoon clock.
I mean, Loki's been to face with a lot of people. He's either tried to kill himself or tried to kill him.
Okay, we got a hit on the temp pad going from right here, Chicago.
Alright, you suave-looking motherfuckers. Love it.
1893.
Imagine Owen Wilson gone through his life of just being random, really weird characters. And now he's kind of playing the straight man in a time travel superhero film. But he's still able to keep some of the ridiculousness of his characters before. Like, in the sense that, he played, what's his face? Hansel in Zoolander. So he's worn some ridiculous things, but the costume department now was nuts. Like, the costume department in this, it must just be so much fun to work with. I'm tired, guys. I don't even know if I'm making sense right now.
Plays twice.
That's one way of getting around editing stuff, just having the door around the corner.
This can't be the same place. Yes, clues, breadcrumbs, that sort of thing.
Liberty Bell makes debut on 4th of July. Ghost Clock continues to hunt.
Ghost clock. There we go.
Hey,
Fuck's sake. Oh, not keeping low profile at all. Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumb.
There we go.
Exactly. Chinese pavilion.
That was silly editing.
And also a brief detour for refreshments, yes.
Yeah, the concession stand is a high traffic area. I notice everything.
Well, I haven't seen you got some crackers up on your chin. How about that? This has to be a joke.
Does it make you a little homesick?
It's completely inaccurate, first of all.
You know, sometimes I forget that you're one. You are one of them.
I mean, yeah, he is.
That's my mind.
He should realistically be sort of like quite appreciative that you're in the presence of a god.
Temporal.
Victor Timely. Yep, I've seen that name scattered around the internet.
That's all fine, Renslayer.
Stay in that bag until I tell you otherwise.
Miss Minutes realistically doesn't have to just be in a bag. I've seen her transport everywhere. Can she not just not be a clock for a second, just be a hologram of a person?
There she is.
Don't let her see you.
Yep. Gotta be more tactful about this. Here he is. He's coming.
Time is everything. It moves through each.
I hope he has fun during this character as well, as much as he did during He Remains. That's what I'm hoping for as well. if we can get just so many different, well, not so many different variants, but in the sense that each version is different. So we've seen Kang in you know, Quantum Mania, but we've all seen He Who Remains. We get Victor Timely now. If we can get different versions of him that are just so unique in their performance, I think he's going to have so much fun performing them. Oh yeah, so let's go.
Jape.
There he is. Oh, look at the fear in his eyes. This is from the end of what was this at the end of? This is at the end of Quantum Mania, wasn't it? Yeah.
Just what would you know about the future, boy?
Ah.
Great question. Great question. And
We know that boy was racist.
Chaos. A chaos of particles.
Yep, he's having fun with this one.
Formed into the whole of Chicago.
So you can write a few
James Big. Oh, let's get these white people on stage and deal with them.
more than that to light a
Because all science is fiction until it's fact. Welcome to the future, my friend.
Is sensational.
It's still a prototype, albeit one that many wealthy investors are competing to acquire.
He's got more of a stutter when he isn't
I
performing.
was thinking more along the line. You give me the patent rights, and I'll facilitate production.
I don't think. Yeah. Oh,
I don't do.
that's a good man.
Excuse me. Thank you for coming.
He's not going to take that well.
I was here first. $1,000.
That's a lot of money in that
That's
time.
my final offer.
Ooh, that was quick. That $1,000 meant nothing to him.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This is obviously some form of bomb or something. What the fuck is...
Stepped on my foot.
This guy's looking... He was looking for it.
I assure you any physical...
Oh.
Outside. Excellent suggestion. I agree.
Citizen here, just...
Come on.
The amazing Loki,
He's just made that bitch disappear. He's probably outside, isn't he? He's made him go outside.
Excuse me.
There he is.
Excuse me.
My associate and I would love to tell you.
Just set it
Next week.
next week. Fine.
So he seems like a little bit of a scammer.
Mechanical. You're a confidence trickster.
There we go.
Luminary, of course. Forgive me.
Excuse me.
Oh. This is silly. Oh my god, this is so cartoonish. Oh, they've missed him out. He's escaped, hasn't he? Oh my god, this is so cartoonish.
We have that in
Oh my god, Sylvie.
You stay out of this.
Wait for a second.
You've done enough.
No, you need to calm down.
Without his help, the TVA will be destroyed.
Good. Let it burn.
That's why. Yeah, this is not the argument to be made. I mean, realistically, this is such a silly sort of place to be having like your final battle argument and stuff like that. When you know that just one carriage ahead, the guys out after Timely are also coming to get him as soon as they get off as well. But still, it's such a confined space. Also, where did she get the power of levitation? Well, obviously, you know, witchcraft.
They can't let him live.
Oh, come on, Loki, can you win this time? Ooh, that's more like it. That's more like it. There's no way you...
This is your moment.
There's no way, right? No, there's the ghost.
Absolutely not.
Oh my god. If we actually get a scene of them two riding the bike together, I am certain the internet is going to lose its mind. Certain. Because I'm just imagining them two on the bike in one of the later scenes.
Absolutely not.
That'd be fantastic. I really am looking forward to that. Little fridge in his in the chair.
Refrigerator.
That's something Homer Simpson would come up with.
Very.
You are.
He's slightly cute, this character. I actually quite like Victor Timely.
At least.
That is why you need me by your side. I'll keep you safe.
Is Miss Minutes annoyed that the plan's different, or she's jealous? What?
Well, even before the TVA or her, and we work together at
Oh my
the
god,
end of
they're
time.
competing for Victor Timely.
Because I'll go.
Lower taxes. They trapped us!
They actually took the bike. I can't believe we didn't get the scene with the bike.
Rat bags!
Go ahead. I beg your pardon.
And there you go, get fucked. I mean, they very much have the silly cartoonish theme kind of going still, and they're hiding behind a box. This is hiding in general in a little fucking thing. Away. Either way, this is so cartoonish, but I'm enjoying it. You know, it's got the nice sort of mix of huge stakes whilst also being very silly. Can't believe this is her thinking she's in disguise.
So, what's this latest work of yours that's so important?
And she's just creepily watching them fall in love.
Understanding. I always knew my ideas were good. I just didn't have the technology to make them.
It's
really.
It's kind of like sugar. It's kind of like how most inventors and creators are like that. They're limited of their time, but in the Marvel universe, it's kind of reminds of Iron Man 2, when basically, when Howard Stark leaves the little video for Tony saying basically, I'm limited by my time. Of my era, I leave this down to you. And he was like, "You, my greatest creation is always you." That part always nearly makes me cry. Beautiful moment, but it's the fact that he's limited by time, and he had all these ideas that can help build the future. And look at what happened with Tony, is that he helped save his son, still taking him to school as he said in the film, but he helped save his son in the future by helping at that present moment create a new element. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful writing. This is a very intense starting point for them.
For this partnership.
And he didn't like the partnership moment, did she? Oh, he doesn't do partnership. Linked it. Oh my god.
You heard her, Victor. Partnership.
Wow.
You had to do it.
Wow, okay. I know obviously he didn't probably need too much of a helping hand, but at the same time, you know for a fact Miss Minutes was just there in the background just going like, oh, like just sort of pulling those strings. Oh.
I'm so happy to be here.
Is it me, or am I getting more of a sexual needing from Miss Minutes this season?
Is that you liked Ravonna better than me?
There she is. There's the real her.
Why didn't you allow me a real
Oh shit, is he imagine he gives Miss Minutes a real body.
Your girl.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's creepy as fuck.
Victor, what are you doing?
Yes, Victor.
Put
Yeah.
that down. Don't do this. We're a team. You need me. I love you.
That was intense. That was creepy. Victor, you're by yourself now. Holy shit. Now you need Mobius and now you need Loki because you... Oh, Renslayer.
God,
Oh my god, where the fuck does this come from? Oh, it's in... How did she get there before him? How did she get there before him? How did she know where he lived?
Clearly,
How did she know where he lived but the others don't?
made a mistake.
I'm the one in charge.
Yeah. Right, so he's actually doing quite well with technology. Because that still works.
Isabel,
There they
No, away from him.
are.
We need him.
Well, she won't kill him either. She won't kill him either.
Stop. Phone, what are you doing? I mean, is this the...
I like how his hands are green and they're ready to use his magic.
Look at me.
You really are unbelievable.
Loki, you have so much magic. You can send her flying out that window.
I'm not like...
To act.
Loki,
keep
you use
order.
that fucking magic on her
Did you
now.
happen to notice? The second I left, I'm order.
No.
And here's Sylvie. So Loki, listen, Sylvie's come along and she's done this within seconds. Why couldn't you have done that? Oh, Sylvie, not again. You need to calm down.
please.
Oh,
I haven't done anything.
yet. Yeah.
You'll do terrible things.
You don't know me.
Oh, I pity him. I really do.
No, the heart. I'm not the man you think I am.
I mean, is Sylvie going to still just... Oh, is she? Someone needs to take her out. Behind, like, someone put some handcuffs on her. This was an exhausting episode, which it could have just been done very quickly. Are you guys gonna join, or...?
Leave her to me.
Yes! Yes!
I suppose I've been a box you've been wanting to take for a long time.
Oh, that's the wrong end. It's the wrong end.
It's power for you, isn't it? That's what you want. A seat at the end of time. Well, be careful what you wish for.
Oh my god, she's going to send it to the end of time by herself. Oh my god, this is torture. With his dead body. Oh, but what if this is what brings him out about? What if Sylvie's fuck time again? Or even further, sorry, not again. Oh shit, he's been there a while in the concept of what time is, you know? How's she still... she's still got minutes.
I should all his secrets. I know a really big one about you.
Care to tell?
Tell you, but what? It's gonna make you real angry.
Oh god, this... Realistically, oh... I know that Sylvie's apparently turned the path. Like, turned down a different path. She's decided she no longer wants to kill, apparently, you know? But she could have just ended Renslayer there. And then, pardon me, Miss Minutes would have been done. So, this is all on Sylvie. As usual. Oh my Christ. What's the secret? I don't think I can wait around for it. And that, guys, was my reaction to Loki Season 2, Episode 3. halfway done, guys. Halfway done. Great episode. Really enjoyed it. Got more. Obviously, we got fun, we got silliness, we got more stakes added, we got more development to characters, more understanding of different ones. So, I think that at this point during the season now that we're halfway through, I think that it's ramping up. We only got 3 more episodes left now, and if they're an hour long each one, fantastic. They better be an hour long each one because they have to be. I don't care what anyone says, but to go from to the start of the episode where it was, at the end of the last episode was like, all these people are dead, we need to hurry up and get this. It was like, this is the impact of what's happened, to then go, right, we need to jump into this. Before we can do any further, we need to sort out the temporal loom. So we need to go get Renslayer, who probably will know where Miss Minutes. We have to go track down Renslayer to find Miss Minutes, and once we find Miss Minutes, then we'll be able to unlock. But then they don't need Miss Minutes because they found Victor Timely in the end. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I think overall, I think the episode it was very good, very good, very good. Really, really enjoyed the episode. It's just again, I haven't not like, let's put it this way, is that Loki at no point last season 1 disappointed me, and Loki so far this season not disappointed me, or even been a mediocre episode. They've been good, very good episodes, and I'm here for it. I'm here. I'm glad that the storytelling's been done for setting up this villain carefully, and it isn't just like a where it's a, because again they're doing this one differently. Whereas Thanos, it was like he was at the end of a couple of films, and then in Guardians and stuff like that, just popping up here and there, just to be like okay, this is the guy. But they built up over such a long period of time that anticipation got built up for him. Whereas this time they're doing over a shorter period of time, and what they want to do is that they want to actually show you reasons why you should be feared. Now at this moment in time, again with this moment here, we should be fearing Timely, because he's not what's coming. That at least this version of Timely is not what's supposed to be coming, but the others are. So we gotta see it that way. But the more development of these characters, the more of an understanding. Again, it'll just be good for great storytelling. And so far, I thought Jonathan Majors again knocked it out of the park with Timely this episode. As much as everything, all the drama that's going on with him, connected to his name. Again, we'll await to see what happens with that. I'm sure. I'm sure that something will come of that. If not, then it'll be sorted. And listen, Marvel have invested too much money into Majors as the big bad. Now, obviously, with the multiverse, they can change that if need be. But it is what it is. But moving on, I think he's an outstanding actor, and I think he, again, for this character, made it completely different from the 2 of the Kangs, or versions of Kangs he has been, and it was lovely. It was a lovely performance, a more heartfelt performance, and I really enjoyed that. But yeah, overall, so far a great episode. I'm just gonna go through some of my notes here. Let's have a look here. I liked how we started off again with Miss Minutes. I like that. I love Miss Minutes and Renslayer at the start being like trying to track him down, be the ones that actually help and guide Timely into what he became. Obviously, which we saw later on, but again, them actually just putting the book in, and that was all the spark he needed to. That's all the spark that was needed to ignite the flame within him, and thought that was great. It's interesting that they chose that house to put in rather than do it in the place in Chicago. Wisconsin, sorry. If he was in Wisconsin more, they think, oh no, maybe he moved out to Wisconsin. That's where he was originally in Chicago. He now, because he's got money now, he's moved out to Wisconsin. Probably, it doesn't matter. I'm talking rubbish. But yeah, so I like that they were his creator almost. I also like the fact that then we've got that again, the great scenes with the sets where they have them like sort of walk around where the temporal loom is and going, right, this is this is an issue. This is like, we need to get this sorted. This is going to cause so much shit if we don't get it done. Yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. But that bit in the scene where they're in the temple room and they're just walking around a whole huge set, which is something that we've missed from actual Marvel Studios. Like, it's just they've put so much time and effort into this, and it's not even money because it costs less for Loki than it did for Secret Invasion. So it's just like it's just everything about it is it's just so much better than a lot of things that they have going on at the moment. And yeah, but that was a great scene with them. But then obviously then 5 minutes and then go forward, but in the sense that they go backwards to Chicago, and they're obviously dressed all dapper and shit, and then they then go to the fair, and it's just like, again, that's what love is great about Loki season 1, and what's good about this one as well is that they're just pulling aspects of time, of course it's to do time, and then just sort of emerging and just sort of basing the story in that moment. So again, them just having their little moments walking around, like sort of having a little bit of food. Obviously Loki seeing the Norse statues to do with his gods, and even Mobius being like, I forget that you are a god, like just like yeah, this guy's a god. Yeah, I do like the fact that they basically were like, gonna find breadcrumbs, heard ghost clock, and was like, that sounds like a breadcrumb, yeah. Look here, and then that obviously then leads to them going into the room with Victor Timely again giving Jonathan Major just that ability to just go act, become this character, create this character. And I don't know, that's what's so good about him, is that they seem to be able to, the directors, Marvel and Major, seem to be able to find very good ways of being able to portray these characters that are different. And again, this one again was the inventor. This was him at his beginning, you know, almost. And it was just that, but again, he had that, when he was on stage, he was able to pause and talk and be eccentric and be able to do that little shuffle across the board, like, so to be able to explain what he's doing, also whilst captivating the audience, as in that audience and me. But then as soon as then he's off stage, the stutter's there. So it was, again, unless I didn't notice it during the performance, I'm fairly certain he didn't stutter. But again, to have that sort of like that little character trait where it was, because he's performing and he's on stage, he hasn't guy, but when he's off stage, he has guy. That's something I noticed. If it maybe I missed it, maybe I'm talking absolute rubbish. Maybe you was stuttering, I didn't notice. I was just there like, but yeah. But I did enjoy the fact that he had all that captivated the audience, and then in that time is that it just turned out to be a scam. That's all it was. It was in a scam in the sense that it was like, do you want this? You want this? Yeah, look at this. It's amazing. This is the future. Blah, blah. Here, take the money. Thank you. I'm off. And then just turns to shit. Absolute shit. Yeah. Well, either that or... Well, I don't think he blew it up, but he paid that guy at the bar. So there's a chance that your man just blew it up or did something. I don't know. I can't remember now. I didn't see it. But anyway. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, again, I did like that he is almost pretty much a scam artist. And then you then had the cartoonish chase that then ensued. Again, I like the fact that it's fun, this show, and silly. But also at some point it progresses the story. It can get lost in those little moments and then be like, right, we're back to what we have to do to progress this story. And it's okay to have that. Like, it's okay to have this because, again, it's Loki. Because we'll have this in this episode, but we didn't have it in the last episode. We had a little moment in the last episode, like, with them just being like this sort of like, this is good, like, sort of moment, as in, like, a little fun, little jokey bit. But again, we don't need it all the time. So we got this episode, more than likely we won't get a next episode. And maybe not for the rest of the season. I don't know. You'll get your little bits, but that I doubt we'll get now in the last half of this series a cartoonish chase like that again. So enjoy it whilst we can. Sorry about that. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so enjoy it whilst we can, that's what I was saying. Again, something silly as well, the face-off in the Ferris wheel, in the sense that the cartoonish again, the henchman stuck in there in the first place, then him and Sylvie come along and then being like, yeah, I'm here to Now, was she following... Now, his thing is that, was she following Loki because she wanted to sort of make sure he was okay? Was she following that he wasn't going to fuck up, or the TVA would fuck up? I don't know. But she just turned up, and then Loki did his classic thing where he doesn't want to hurt Sylvie, and it's like she was just like, this is, or something like she said, like, it's familiar, or something like that. Yeah, it is. And realistically, it should have been like a Loki doesn't want to hurt her, but she was sort of also doesn't want to hurt him. But again, Loki learned his lesson, is that there was that little standoff, and it was like, right, we're both going to do this at the exact same time. So, but again, her interfering, and as much as, listen, Sylvie's right, Loki's right, Renslayer's... Is Renslayer right? No, Renslayer's not right. Is she right? No, probably not. I don't know. But either way, so I see where Loki and Sylvie are both right and both wrong. Like, you know, both need to trust each other, but don't. So it's like, come on guys, let's get past this sort of moment of butting heads and just, like, you know, work together. But again, there's too much history, too much there to unpack. Like Loki, like Moby said in the last episode, it was like it's a lot to unpack when you're practically in love with yourself or in a relationship with yourself or some shit like that, you know. But I did enjoy that bit where it was again, he learned this as he kept his distance. He didn't get lured into it, and he was like I'm not gonna allow this to happen again, you know. Pardon me, hold on. Ghost Minutes finally made her appearance, and it makes sense because, you know, well, I say Ghost Minutes, because she just went huge, and I'm glad at one point I said, oh, I'll get to it later on. Actually, I'll get to that later on, but yeah, Ghost Minutes turns up, and she is, I mean, listen, if I saw that now, I'd be like, wow, well, the drones around here, that's fucked up. But if you're going back nearly 150 years, then you can see why everyone would have shot themselves. Like, you know, oh, yeah, I would have, yeah, 1000%, yeah. But again, because all of Sylvie coming along, it's now delayed it. But then again, to Sylvie delaying it, it might end up helping. I'm not too certain. I don't know where we're going to go with this. I put down fridge chair because I thought that would be something that I might want to talk about, but he made a fridge chair like Homer Simpson would. I did like the fact that we started to get in that moment where Renslayer and Victor Minutes and Victor Tomley and Miss Minutes were all there in the room, and then you could see Miss Minutes starting to try and then compete with Renslayer, and it's like, I get that you're AI. I get that you're more than just a robot. You seem to have feelings and anger and love and compassion, and it came across then that you were jealous, you know. And it's like, wow, okay, come on, like, you know, there's a lot more here at stake for you to be like, okay, let me just get in my side here and look at me, remember me, I'm more important, yada yada yada. Yeah, so there's that. But yeah, but I did enjoy them two competing, and just again giving more of that moment to, giving more to Jonathan Majors to be able to again have that outside of a different role, more tender moment, and then we get it later on the boat as well. Again, those two moments where him in the room with her then, and it's more of a tender understanding of his character. You know, again, is that she knows what he can become and what he should become. And also the others know what he could become. And Sylvie knows what he'd become and what he can become. But yeah, he's just there sort of like just being an inventor, a lonely inventor, you know? But yeah. But I did like that moment where he said, I am limited on my era. And like I said during it, it's like, it reminds me of Howard Stark and like of all of people at the time when inventors, they have all these grand ideas. They understand how things can work, but they can't because the technology is not there. And yeah, and I just thought it was a nice little moment to give him there. But again, her saying, I'm looking forward to this partnership, for him then be like I need to get rid of this bitch. It's like, I don't know, was she on the boat at the time? I can't remember now. And they just lifted her up and got her out, or did he lift her up and put her on the boat, or did she decide to get on the boat as in like, I'm going to sleep here, and then they just lifted her up with the winch? I don't know. But it was just like such a shitty thing to be done. But again, he did it because he doesn't do partnership, he doesn't trust anyone, and why not? Everyone, I can imagine most people fucked him over along the way. Pardon me. So yeah, so I understand why, you know, but at the same time, it's like still pretty shitty. But then again, Renslayer deserves everything she's getting, you know? She doesn't deserve any sympathy from us, and she won't get any sympathy from me. Let's have a look here. Sorry guys, I need to put a little code in here for my other setup. Yeah, so then... Yeah, but then we then get the next scene then with Miss Minutes at his like little warehouse loft thing. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, is it like, okay, well, we know we get more understanding of her, what she is, what she was to him, and that's great. But then I said earlier in the episode, like, why does she portray herself as a human body? And I mean, if she can do a lot of things, surely then when she's walking around, she could pretend just be a hologram of a human, and she doesn't have to be a clock in the background, you know? Now, I love the fact that, it was that she craved to be a human being with a physical body because she believed that's the reason why he wasn't with her. I think that's kind of sad, but also I like it as well. That's her wanting. Now, if we can get Miss Minutes in an actual body, that'd be great. I would enjoy that. But again, artificial intelligence in a body, we just basically have Vision again, but just Miss Minutes version. But yeah, I enjoyed that moment where it was like he realised what she was and how psycho she is. And ultimately, yeah, all she could do was just run at him, and he was like, bam, off. But then Renslayer in the background somewhere, however she got there, I don't think she came through the door, she just emerged from the shadows with a weapon. And it's just like, what? How long have you been there? How'd you get there? So yeah, that was redonkulous. Let me have a look here. Then obviously Loki and Mobius coming in, and then I like it. Okay, Mobius needs to learn that she's too far gone now. She's too far gone. He's tried it now. He tried it last season, and now he's tried it this season. He's tried it on separate occasions during this episode, and she's not about that life. So he needs to let go of what she was and just know what she is now. So realistically, he should have just, you know, been like, right, cool, no, we can't leave you with her. Let's just bring her back to TVA, lock her in a basement somewhere, have guards on her constantly, have Lady Sif kick her in the balls, I don't know, like, you know, something like that, and then just have them there, and then just go, right, cool. But instead, you left them there. Now, Sylvie coming in, and I like, again, Sylvie coming in, knocking her off the perch again. Loki, you have magic. You could just have just done that slightly with your hand, and the weapon probably could have disappeared from her hand, you know? But he did for some reason, and again they're kind of limiting Loki with his powers. He's got godly powers, and this woman's there with just a weapon, and he's just there like, whoa, oh no, I could be defeated. Like, stop that, Loki, stop it. But yeah, so pardon me, there's that. But then Sylvie coming in and then having that moment where she realizes that she got her. She didn't want to kill. I guess she did want to kill him at the end of time, and she felt like she had to, especially after all the effort she put in and what she went through, all that stuff. But again, faced with someone who hasn't become what they could be, is still killing someone that hasn't done anything yet, or there's no destination for him as far as we can see just yet to become that. So yeah, so I understand why she didn't. And again, that she could eventually she may just be like, I can't believe I let that go. I can't believe I didn't kill him. She may rue that chance, you know, but at this moment in time, she did the right thing, and look, she's still, as long as even though she's pretending like she isn't, she's part of the team. So I don't know why she's pretending like she isn't, you know. I've just realised how creased my shirt is, my top. Oh Christ. Anyway, but then obviously to leave her with Renslayer. Now listen, she thought, oh, let me go torture you at the end of time, with the dead body of the guy that you want to be with and stuff like that. I mean, it's poetic, it makes sense, but remove her of her clothing and anything where, like, that just sounds like I'm being horrible, but remove her of her clothing where she can have pockets and hide a temp pad where she can escape and get help. Like, realistically, that was. But again, she's not thinking. They probably just thought she's left it. They've left Sylvie there to kill her. But Sylvie's just decided to do that, and it's just like, how now? What are they? Okay, first and then what is okay? It's silly, but then obviously then, and I love that fact that we got the same sort of setting. We got the dead version of He Who Remains, and it's been there for a while. I really. And I don't know how time works there, so I don't know whether it's only been about 2 minutes and that's just his body now showing actually what it should be and due to age realistically, or if it is just that it's been because time works differently, it's further in time. I don't know because it's supposed to be the citadel at the end of time, so time shouldn't be a thing there, I guess. But either way, whatever. So my point is that I'm interested to see what this secret is. Now it's gonna make her angry. I don't know what make her angry. I really don't. I can't pretend like I know what's going on. Like, you know, and a lot of people will guess things. But again, as far as I understand, the TVA and these sort of storylines aren't like huge in the comics. I don't believe so. So I'm a little bit sort of taken aback from people's theories because I'm like, well, because there's genuine theories of people just sort of trying to work these out because of storytelling. I get that. Those ones are like, oh, okay, but then people who will try to pull stuff from comics, but then again they might not be taken from the comics to do with specifically TVA, but to do with the story of Renslayer and Kang or Victor Time, or whoever, because I know that they have a history. So yeah, you know, it's yeah. I mean, but again, I mean, his thing is I want to know right now, but you know, it's still great storytelling to have me like, so yeah. But either way, guys, I do think that this was a great episode. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait for next week. I think next week I will just do this at a normal time, I think. But yeah, so overall, great episode. I'm going to leave it there. So if you liked the video, guys, please like the video. Comment down below. What do you think of this episode? What did you think of? Without going too spoilery, what do you think it is the secret that Miss Minster is going to tell Renslayer? What do you think of the wacky sort of cartoonish chases? What do you think of Jonathan Majors' performance as Victor Timely this episode? All that sort of stuff. Comment down below. Let me know. If you like these types of videos, guys, please like the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get a notification every time I upload. There's a bunch of other videos around here to do with me and other people. I do things by myself. I've uploaded, I'm starting to do Star Wars Rebels. I only did that the other day. I just uploaded Witcher. I started Gen V as well. So there's that to me. And then I have recordings to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I do with my friend Josh. We did Endgame. There's 3 parts of that. Have a look. And I'm doing Doctor Who videos with my little brother Charlie. We're still on Tennant's era. It's been a while since I've been able to get him pinned down. So, but again, hopefully there'll be more of those videos up soon. But otherwise, have a look around, guys, see what takes you fancy. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you out there.